Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News.
RSN Podcast.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, man. It's been wild out here. You know, things getting weird.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy out here, man. Look like we done stepped it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, man. New scene.
Yes, sir.
Almost to a new year.
Yeah, it's the holiday time.
Christmas time is here.
Yes, sir. What we talking about?
Oh, man. So, we got to start with rap. So, let's start with some rappers.
Let's do it.
Sweetie. She dropped a new EP. It's called The Single Life. And she sold 2,000 copies.
Was that pre-sales?
Nope, that was the big shebang.
Oh, man.
So I think a few years ago, Herb Smoke might have sold more than her because I think even he did like 7K in a week.
Dang, that's crazy. With the popularity and her name and everything, you would definitely think it'd be way more than 2K.
See, the thing is that she has like 13 million followers on Instagram.
Now the question is, are they all real followers?
I'm pretty sure there's some fake followers, but she still has like millions of followers. Her twerk videos get like millions of views.
True. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't understand how that happens. Like,
but it just seems like Sweetie's making music for her and her engineer, basically.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you. I'm sure she'll be all right, hopefully.
And I did listen to it. She had 6 songs. It was bad, but it wasn't terrible.
Okay, so it was like could you see why it was only 2,000? Or I'm just saying, you think that somebody put the word out like,
so
nah.
I went into it thinking it was going to be really, really bad.
Yeah.
And I think since I thought that, it wasn't that bad. There's one song that it was okay. I think it was called Boss Chicks. And that song was okay. And then there's one song I really didn't like. It was her song Kitty with the real word. I'm not going to say it on stream, but
yeah.
And she sampled Biggie's Juicy. And I don't like when rappers sample the legend.
I don't like that either.
They're not gonna do it justice.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Yeah, I mean,
I'm very hip hop purist when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the thing is, I just don't get, like, how do you have millions and millions of followers? Like, if they really fans, you know what I'm saying? And only 2,000 streams. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That look like bought followers or something.
I think she's more of a social media personality. That's what a lot of women are. Like, they're lit on certain like gossip blogs.
Yeah.
But like Shade Room, like they're real popular over there. But when it comes to like actually doing the work or being out here, I don't know, they're falling behind, some of them.
Well, let's hopefully she get it together, man.
American Music Awards. So Kelly Rowland, she stuck up for CB.
Yeah, that was real. Like, I feel like Kelly is a good friend. Like, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's one of them good friends that's gonna have your back no matter what type of thing.
Yeah. I'm glad she did that. They were booing him. I think something recently just happened, or maybe they just wanted Weeknd to win, because that's who I thought would have won that award.
Yeah, plus, it was some controversy around him. He was supposed to perform, right? And he posted the rehearsal videos and all that, and then they said, no, you can't perform. And this can't be over the Rihanna thing, is it?
I don't.
I know they was talking about that before, like, possibly, because, like, how many? That was so long ago.
2009.
That was so long ago, so it can't be because of that. It just, you know what I'm saying? It don't add up. I don't understand what the beef is with Chris Brown. Why they hating on him, but man, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to Chris and shout out to Kelly. Thanks for doing that.
Word.
So Nas and 21 Savage got a new song, One Mic, One Glock. So a few weeks ago, 21 said Nas might not be relevant, but he just has a loyal fan base. and he makes fire music, and his fan base likes it. I think, it started up a little social media storm, but I guess Nas forgives him, and they made a fire song together. I like the song a lot.
I think that was done on purpose.
You think so?
I think that was a setup. I think that was a setup. I think that I don't know. It could have been genuine and then he'd be like, yo, let me, you know what I'm saying, like explain and all that kind of thing. But I think that was strategic marketing.
Yeah, for King's Disease 2.
3.
Yeah. I mean like King's Disease 3, 2.
Oh yeah. 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 Have you listened to it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
When I went out of town, I listened to it, and I listened. It was really easy to listen to. I liked it a lot. I didn't like some of the reviews because Pitchfork did a review, said it was a 7 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah. But they gave Glorilla a higher rating for her album. Not saying anything's wrong with Glorilla, but I don't think she's better than Nas.
Yeah.
And if I was gonna give that a grade, I would give it a 5.
Yeah, I can't.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Yeah, I mean, I feel like just like in everything else, it's politics. It's politics, but people like what they like, and I feel like when you have reviewers doing reviews, it can't be no bias.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It can't have a biased reviewer. So, shout out to everybody on there. Everybody, shout out to Glorilla, shout out to Nas, shout out to Pitchfork.
Oh, I didn't do a music breakdown on it because I'm very biased with Nas.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, when you judging them based off of what you used to hearing from him, like that's a high, you know what I'm saying? It's a high bar to climb, and he keeps hitting it.
And personally, to me, Nas has maybe 4 or 5 mic albums.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't argue with that.
Right.
Hey, before we go to the next topic, I slept on Nas' album, Hip Hop Is Dead.
Really?
I think that was a slept on Nas album.
I loved that album when it came out.
A lot of people when I talk to them when they name Nas albums that they like, for some reason a lot of people I talk to they'll never name Hip Hop Is Dead.
Yeah, I think I don't know what was going on, but I remember listening to it, and Hold Down the Block's been one of my favorite songs off of that for years.
Oh yeah, and it could just been in times too, because that was around the time everybody was mostly dancing and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that was Snap Music era.
Yeah, so he was fighting against a lot with that one.
Yeah, well, shout out to Nas. Keep making fire music.
Word.
NBA YoungBoy said stop the violence. It was surprising to hear that from him.
Yeah.
He's been one of the most drill rappers in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's very surprising. Some people mature. Some people figured let me switch it up, let me try something different.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be that, or it could be just the cool thing to do right now.
Stop the violence.
Yeah, everybody stop the violence, and then come springtime. All right, we back to it.
I mean, stop the violence is always cool.
Yeah, we need to though. There's too much violence going on, and there's unnecessary stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? I get, when sometimes when people go to war and they do different things and all that, I'm not condoning for any reason, but it's usually for a cause, some kind of reason, some kind of war. They say you got to have war to get peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get that, but when people just doing stuff just to do it,
yeah, that's
come on,
whack. That's whack. But yeah, he got that song popping right now, so shout out to him. The suspects in Takeoff's death have been arrested. I think they have 2 people and 1 more of interest.
Yeah, I think they said they're looking for a 3rd shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a whole messy situation. I ain't gonna get too deep into it. It's a whole messy situation because a lot of different angles and a lot of different things involved with that I have no idea about. But at the end of the day, he's still gone, man.
Right. They caught Lil Cam and DJ Pat, who had ties over there with some of the people, and I guess they're talking to them and trying to get more information. They said they know exactly how many people are out there now, they've seen the cameras. If there's a camera in the hallway, they definitely know who did what.
Oh yeah.
And of course, with the cell phone footage that all came out the next day. So hopefully they catch the last suspect and, you know, Takeoff gets that justice at least.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, again, always and forever, rest in peace, Takeoff.
R.I.P. Takeoff. Long live Takeoff. Ashanti.
She need to do like a podcast or like a Ashanti stories or something because they all good. Like,
yeah, it's funny. She said on Breakfast Club that she has a documentary coming out.
I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, for sure. So she was on the Breakfast Club this week, and she of course had another story, and she said that she was working with a producer back in the day, and they were doing all these songs together, and he's like, yo, it's cool, you know, I'm gonna give you this for free, blah blah blah. And she said, like, around the time the album was supposed to come out, he was like, hey, let's take a shower together. And she said, I thought he was playing, and then he was like, no, I'm not playing, blah blah, and if not, then you owe me like 40 grand for each song or something like that. And then she had to make some calls to the label to get that producer paid, and then Rain on Me came out.
Oh snap!
No, I'm just playing.
Oh okay. I was like, because this whole time I've been trying to figure out who was it. You know, everybody trying to figure out what producer it was. Now, if it was Rain on Me, looking up the phone like who produced.
No, she didn't say who it was, so we don't know.
Oh man!
But yeah, that was crazy again. Like every time Ashanti steps out something, she says something or gives some story that like no one knew.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good to hear, like, especially artists that made music you came up to, like, to hear like the behind the scenes stories. Like, you know, sometimes like if you in a studio, if you in a studio with somebody, or if you know bump into they manager, somebody who work, you know what I'm saying, and then you'll get stories sometimes, you know what I'm saying. But like to hear certain things of people you normally don't bump into, like we in the South, so we bump into a lot of people. We can bump into whoever, but like Ashanti, I never seen Ashanti before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to get those kind of stories, especially like from R&B singer's perspective, like from versus the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And everything, it's good, man. I appreciate them.
Yeah, for sure, and we love Ashanti. I remember when she was out, when she was like one of the hottest artists out. I remember a lot of girls hated that the guys liked her.
Yeah. Yeah, Shanti did her thing, man. Like, I've never had anything bad to say about her.
Mm-hmm. And Glorilla did a freestyle on Funk Flex this week. And it was cool, you know. Glorilla has a real interesting voice. That's what I like about her the most. And she reminds me of some Tennessee rappers in the past and stuff, so I like that. She's not necessarily the most lyrical rapper, but she's fun, so that's why I like her.
Yeah, I know we were talking about that earlier, and you know, when I think about it, like sometimes just being in music mode, and you know, I like to listen for lyrics and stuff like that. Sometimes you kind of forget that you got to look at artists at face value. What I mean by that is, you can't expect Glorilla to go out there and spit bars if that's not what she do. You know what I'm saying? If that's not what she do, like she just doing what she do. So, yeah, shout out to Glorilla. She doing her thing, man. And I'm happy to see, just women in general continue to progress. And you know, there's been a lot of female artists, but like they all don't blow up like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so the more the merrier. Then bring them. Like we need more styles. We need not necessarily more Glorrillas, but like more people with good energy like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when people get on these waves, like when Cardi came out, or when Nicki was out, everybody was trying to copy Nicki. When Cardi, everybody's trying to copy Cardi. I'm sure a lot of people trying to copy Glorilla.
Yeah.
But it's like
they're around the corner.
Yeah, we need the uniqueness.
But Glorilla's good because she's actually a fun artist, and she says some smart things like, "You can't find love in the club," or "I ain't worried about a credit score. I might be rich as F tomorrow." You know, you need people like that.
Oh man,
you got to hear that sometimes.
Oh yeah. Glorilla, one of them chicks. I think I feel like at any given moment you could bump into her in the studio and she'll have like some Boston baked beans or some lemon heads. Or some lemon heads.
A bean pie.
You know what I'm saying? Like, have you know, like she see like the it's some artists try to pretend like they hood, but you can tell that she really from there.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can hear it when she talks, when she say music.
Yeah.
I can't even say how she say it.
You know what I'm saying? I know she got some annihilators in her purse.
Yeah. All right, but shout out to Glorilla.
Words.
It's kind of sad, but Angela Yee is leaving the Breakfast Club. She's out of there. She had her last day this week, so we won't be seeing her up there no more with Charlamagne or Envy.
Yeah, it's happy sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm happy for her because she got her own show now,
Mm-hmm.
and she doing the thing, and that's a big look. I'm very very happy for her. But sad because you know it's weird. Like it's gonna be weird not seeing her there with them. Are they gonna put anybody else there?
I think they're working on it. Cardi said she might go up there and feature for like a week.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I think they said they're gonna do that during the new year. So
That would be hilarious.
yeah, so we're gonna see. We're gonna watch. You know, we'll be sitting back watching and see what they do.
That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I want to see.
But definitely, congratulations to Angela Yee though.
Word, shout out to you.
I know she's been waiting to leave. You can see it in her face the past few months.
She was like, this bag right here, boy.
Right.
Word.
And yeah, so Kanye said something stupid again. He was on Alex Jones' show, InfoWars.
Oh
And
man.
the guy said he loved Nazis.
So, at this point,
But
uh,
and this has nothing to do with my views. I think what he meant is that he can find something good in every person. I think that's what he was trying to say.
yeah, man, he's it's one of them things where it's like, all right, like he don't went this far now. It's like I don't think he could say anything else, right? And when I think about Kanye and like when he speaks and people have outrage and all this and that, I just think about the first thing that he said. George Bush don't like black people, right? And he has a history of speaking his mind, so it's like I think now, anytime he has an interview, I'm not gonna be surprised anything he says now.
All right. And he got kicked off Twitter again.
Yeah, he shout out to Kanye.
Hey, hopefully.
Hope you get everything right.
Yeah, you gotta get some type of help, man, because you getting hard to defend out here.
Word, but drop some new music though. Drop some new music though.
Run it by your A&Rs first.
Yeah.
All right. Kim Kardashian said she's gonna step away from Balenciaga. So after Balenciaga had their whole ordeal with the bondage bears, Kim said she waited a few days to talk to the people up there at Balenciaga to be like, how did this happen? She said she was going to see what she was going to do in the future with Balenciaga. With Balenciaga, meaning, you know, do I still want free money and bags from them? And then once she got that social media pressure, basically she said she's going to leave.
Yeah. You know she didn't want to do that.
I don't think she did either.
She didn't want to do that. She and it shows you, like, you know, it's like this, man. People do things to look good, you know, and it goes back to, I think a while back we had a conversation. It was like, if you don't stand up for something or speak out for something that you know is wrong or that goes against your morals or values or whatever, you're condoning it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just letting it rock. And for her, from the beginning, she should have just been like, nope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why? It shouldn't have been no hesitation. If you know the details, you know what it is, what you waiting for?
Right. You know, she's a whole mother of four, so you would think she would be really sensitive to that situation. She has daughters. and it's like it seemed like she wanted the money, but she's like, hey, Kanye about to give me 200 grand a month. Oh, screw it.
Yeah, I mean, and now and not only Kim, but everybody, everybody who was on this big Balenciaga kick, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be a wake up call to not only the culture but the world. And the reason I say the culture first is because hip hop culture has a big thing where we all go after the big names that everybody's wearing at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But don't know what they stand for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like back when we had like FUBU and stuff like that, right? When people was rocking FUBU like crazy, we knew what it stood for,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why you felt good wearing it. You know what I'm saying? Now just because somebody, in another country got a name, got a brand, and it's supposed to be expensive and all this and that, and celebrities where people just jump on the bandwagon but don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's like just do some research where it came from and who the people at the company are. Sit down, go to their house and have dinner.
Yeah.
Make sure they don't got something weird on their wall.
Yeah, for real, because it's like, I don't know. I feel like support. I feel like we need to support more local brands and people that who got some fly gear that they not getting the same burn. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And but we quick to spend Gucci, Louis, Prada, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then have to burn them. Have to burn them.
Burning thousands of dollars for nothing.
No sir.
All right, so there was a news report of a young boy who shot his mother because she didn't buy him a video game or something, or
Yeah, man. So this was crazy, and like, if we bust out laughing or anything like that, it's because of how crazy this sounds. I'm just giving you guys a pre-warning because this is kind of unbelievable right here. I can't even believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say here.
Right.
Because it sounds ridiculous. So a boy wanted a virtual reality headset, and his mom was like, no. So he shoots his mom, hides the gun, and then orders the headset. And then the next day he's like, yeah, I'm sorry for what happened to mom, but did my package come? Like, what? Did your package come? You should be going to jail.
Right.
But he was 10 though.
Yeah.
This is a 10-year-old kid. And it's scary because it shows you the state of mind of the youth right now. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but there's a lot of kids that are so caught up into things and material things, and they don't know no values. They don't know what the worth of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And in this case, the kid didn't even know the value of his own mother.
Right. Over some VR set.
That's terrible.
It's like yeah, I've seen it going on too. It seems like a lot of kids are detached from reality right now, and it, for me personally, makes me wonder what's gonna happen when a lot of these kids are adults.
They're gonna be crazy.
Because we see crazy right now, and it's been getting crazier. But it's like it could go one or two ways. Where, say, something really bad happens, people start being more realistic. But if it's all cushy and like easy, then people keep getting more delusional.
Yeah, very very delusional, man. It's I think it's we're not in a good space as a people, and they say what's that thing they used to say growing up, like the youth is the future or something like that. Mm-hmm. And all that. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but if that's the truth, the future don't look too bright right now.
Yeah, it's not looking good, and it's hard to trust a lot of young people right now because a lot of them are very entitled. They feel like they know a lot. I know I sound like our parents now, but
no, but you got a point though. It's facts.
It's like they really don't get it.
Nah, so
they feel like they got it figured out, but they haven't figured nothing out.
Yeah, it's like the Vin Rames from Baby Boy.
You're showing your age, sir.
Oh man.
But yeah, rest in peace to his mom, and hopefully they get the young boy some help and kind of like give him some brain balance.
No, for sure.
Before he runs into the bomber robots. So in San Francisco, they just passed a law where cops are now allowed to use pretty much these bomber robots where if some situation gets rough, then the robot will shoot or blow up actually anyone who's in their vicinity.
That can go wrong on so many levels. They could be wrong about who's all in the room. It could be hostages, whatever, and they authorize the robot to use deadly force. I mean, it's already deadly force being used by humans for no reason. People getting shot, police shooting people, things like that, and they're live right there. So you telling me that you trust a robot?
A robot, but there's still humans that control it, but now the humans are just in another room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, this, for example, if a robot was in here and they like you know what I'm saying, like if a robot was in here in this room here and there was a shooter in here, but the shooter don't know that we're in, let's say you over there and I'm over there, you can't see us, we hide or something, right? The robot is gonna come in and blow everybody up. Like, what? What kind of solution is that? Like, you don't even know, you know what I'm saying? The robot can't detect everybody.
Hey man, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I guess.
You see them robots, get out the way.
Getting the heck on.
But yeah, that's crazy. That's something different. We stepping closer and closer to a Terminator timeline.
Facts. Facts.
So we'll see what AI does in the future. But what we are seeing right now in Silicon Valley is people losing their jobs.
Yeah.
E-coms are telling them you got to hit the road, take your what's it called, severance package, and go.
Yeah, and it's like, see, Silicon Valley is like, most of them people should be rich anyways, but not saying they should get fired, but I don't know. They're, I guess, gearing for a recession and different things, but it's almost like, what if it don't happen?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it don't happen? And then you just lost these people you let go, and now they're gonna help another company come up off of that.
I think so there's been like tens of thousands. Google's been cutting people. We all saw Twitter cut people. So a lot of people are out the job in e-coms right now, and they think that it will hit normal brick and mortar shops or whatever.
I think a smart CEO, smart investor, got a lot of money, would be recruiting right now.
You think so? If they have the money, yeah.
Be recruiting right now, because you could take these people, you can get some good people out of this. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't really, I mean, you can give them top dollar, but you ain't really got to. You give them a little bit less. They making 160, you give them 140. They're gonna take it because they just lost their job. They're gonna take the 140, and now you got different layers of talent that you wouldn't normally have access to because they're at these other huge companies. If you think about that, now you got a Google engineer, you got an Amazon, you got a, you know what I'm saying? And you put all of them together, and they all gonna bring experiences from each big company
to your company,
and they gonna tell, like, oh, this was a trick we used to do to make this go right. Oh yeah, this is what we used to do over here, and now you can make a super company out of that.
Yeah, I seen this video with this girl who she said she had just got fired, and she said she thinks it's because she was more so impersonal. Whereas like one of the people who will work for like 4 or 5 years at a company, but you don't know anybody past like, I guess, the boss in the office, or when they have the districts come in, you're not really talking to them.
Yeah.
So when it's time to fire people, they just see a name, they don't see a face.
Got you.
And she was talking about that, and she said that if she could like kind of go back in time and do it again,
should be more personable.
Because there's a lot of people, she said, that stayed. Some of the people that stayed were people that like were friendly and bubbly with everyone.
That's what I do.
I'm trying.
Nah, but I get it. And it makes sense, But shout out to everybody. Not shout out. I hope everybody who did lose their position, whatever they do, hope you find something. I hope it all work out because it's holiday time, and nobody want to be broke during the holidays.
Yeah, and one of the good things about some of these more so tech companies like that is that they still pay you out as you're gone.
Yeah, I mean some of the big ones, especially Silicon Valley, they probably get like 6 to 8 months worth of pay.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
She said I think she's been there for 5 years, so she said she had like 2 months of pay.
Okay.
And then she could go get another job. But if she got another job while they were paying her still, then it would stop or something like that. I forgot what she said.
Oh, so easy. Okay, so if you're watching this is what you do. You go find another job ASAP, but you tell them your start date is in 3 months. Boom. Done.
There you go.
That's all you got to do. The recruiter will understand.
All right. But yeah, guys, be safe out here.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about sports.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What we talking about first?
T.O.
Oh.
Punch Out King.
Ooh. Hey, what's that thing?
Bob and weave.
What? He been working with Mayweather, man. Okay, so before I said it, what's that thing? Is some platform where former athletes go and they box people, like where Jake Paul, whatever the Paul brothers be boxing. I can't think of the name of it, but he should go on there.
You think T.O. could?
Yeah, he should go on there.
Win the championship, win the title.
Yeah, he out there. He working. Yeah, so if y'all don't know, T.O. was in CVS, and I guess he was getting into it with a heckler going back and forth. I think a 49ers heckler or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And another guy, I don't know who he is, he just wants to get involved, and he takes it a step further, and he throw a punch at T.O.
T.O. bobbed it. Hit him with the za.
Hit him with that night.
Boop! Hit him on it. Yeah, played him out.
And T.O. dropped him, man. And I think should be hopefully a lesson learned to people, because sometimes people think, oh, he a ex-football player or he a this or that. And they try people based on their status. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. He can't fight. He living a good life.
Oh man, T.O. from the gutter.
Yeah, man. Leave T.O. alone, man. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Leave T.O. alone. He showed you he could be a nice guy, but take it too far. And they say he was the one actually trying to de-escalate everything.
Yeah, I believe it, because he don't really seem like every time like something happens with him, it seems like he's trying to reason with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah, he's like, why I need to get in some more trouble, like, lawyers and all that. He trying to do whatever he got to do to keep it down. He over here trying to keep it up. I'm like, come on, man.
Over here picking on T.O., bullying T.O., trying to make him look like the bad guy.
Hey, leave him alone.
And he's just trying to enjoy his retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But shout out to T.O.
Yes, sir.
And Draymond and Steph Curry, they were playing the Timberwolves. We got texts.
Yeah, I love it, though. I love it. Shout out to Draymond and Steph. So if you didn't see it, Warriors was playing the Timberwolves. It was towards the end of the game. Warriors had it sealed. Starters on the bench. And Draymond, it was a play that happened. Draymond got excited. He jumped up, ran on the court a little bit, but he went back to the bench, whatever. And the refs called a tech. It was like, come on, like, is that necessary? So it's like, really? Like, why you need to call it? This the end of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, excuse me. So next time a play happened, the Warriors make a good play, Steph goes nuts. He runs around. He do whatever he can to get a tech too, just to show the unity, the camaraderie within the team. And I appreciate that as a former athlete, used to play a little bit. I appreciate that because it shows like that they all on the same page. Like give me one too. I want one too. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. It shows a lot about Steph's character.
Yeah, I loved it for the entertainment. That was entertaining to see them do that.
Or shout out to Steph and Dre.
And talking about soccer, USA lost to the Netherlands.
Man, they needed me out there, man.
Oh yeah.
Lost 3-1. They needed me out there, man. I don't know. I don't. You know, I was rooting for them. I was like, all right. I was talking to my friend and neighbor, and we were talking about the night before actually, and we thought they was gonna make it do what it do, because Mexico lost. We followed Mexico. We ain't had Mexico, so I was like, all right, come on, USA, and couldn't get it done.
Nope.
And so
3-1.
hey, you win some, you lose some. But yeah.
But we had a win over here in football with UGA.
Yeah, UGA beat LSU. Was it 50-30?
50-30.
50-30. So shout out to UGA, still undefeated.
Let's go.
Let's go, dogs.
All right. So that's the end of our podcast. You got anything else you want to add?
Oh man, hit us up in the comments. Let us know if there's any topics or anything that we missed, or anything you all want to hear us talk about. And I'm good. What about you?
Yes. If you guys made it this far in the video, we want to thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm Canary Violence.
Slyce.
Peace. Boom.